starting on Friday. Well, keeping in the sky, my next guest making big money off of it. He's not flying, he's farming. Dan Juhl is the CEO of Juhl Wind, and he's turning wind into one big cash crop. Dan's here to explain it all. Good afternoon, Dan. Thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thank you.
So the concept here, let's talk about this in terms of wind farms. What are you doing that is different in terms of allowing farmers to get involved in the profits?
Well, we do community-based wind. Most of the big wind farms that are going into the ground these days are owned by large multinationals, and at Juhl Wind we help farmers and small business people that live in the communities become economically involved in the ownership structure of the projects, and then we also use local contractors, and so we do everything around the community to ensure ownership for the communities.
So give me an example. Let's just say a farmer owns, I don't know, 1,000 acres, and you say, you know what, this is a great place in the Midwest to put some of these, this wind technology. How do you structure the deal with that local farmer?
Well, we have a couple of models that we've developed. One is just called the flip structure model, where we partner the farmers up with an equity partner that can utilize the federal production tax credits, and we bring them in a partnership mode, and they're with the partners. The equity players are with the partner, the farmers, for about 10 years, and then after that, after they've reached their rate of return, they flip out. The other model that we have used is basically putting together large groups of farmers and small business people. In one case, we have a wind farm that's about a 12-megawatt wind farm that we've done. And it has about 250 farmers.
I would imagine that the technology has changed a lot, and you've been a pioneer in this wind technology, but I'm sure T. Boone Pickens is helping the cause. What do you make of Pickens' plan?
Well, anytime you have somebody like Mr. Pickens that has, you know, the depth of knowledge of fossil fuels and that industry saying that we can't drill our way out of this mess, we all have to take heed to that. And you know, I think that he's right, that we have to develop all of the domestic energy resources that we can find, and wind and solar are a major role in that. And I know he's talking about using natural gas for cars and for transportation, and I'm not totally sure if we want to substitute one fossil fuel for another.
Right.
But the idea of using cleaner fuel is a very good idea.
All right, Dan Juhl, we'll leave it there. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, coming up next, breaking news on those California wildfires. The flames